The distinction between misinformation and lying is that misinformation can be true. Not a single person in the crowd on January 6th was found to be carrying a firearm. Not one. And the only insurrection in history with no guns, an insurrection that wasn't armed, wasn't planned, and didn't actually insurrect anything. Why are they calling it insurrection? Is it possible that the vaccine actually can hurt you? People who take it are more likely to die of COVID. People who get the booster are more likely to get the latest variant. Inject your children with a drug with no actual benefits. The trans thing seems pretty new. Now, gender-affirming care is a euphemism for chemical castration, radical plastic surgery, and other treatments for gender dysphoria. At Boston Children's Hospital, they're cutting the breasts off of healthy children. So Boston Children's Hospital is now playing the victim here. Anyone who criticizes this is a threat and a danger. No one really believes in global warming. The IRS has its own army. Where are all these racial acts of terror committed by white supremacists? Joe Biden's latest idea is to pay black people to smoke more crack. Watergate, which no one can still explain even to this day, got that, you degraded freaks?
Good Lord, amazing work there by a friend of the show, Kat Abagazale over at Media Matters. You should be going to Media Matters for amazing analysis of the insane stuff that the right wing is getting up to every day. But also follow Kat on Twitter because her tweets are amazing, her mashups are amazing. She came with all of the receipts for, I mean, you can't cover all of the lies that Tucker Carlson tells in a year, and we're gonna reference some more. But you should also know that Media Matters has given Tucker Carlson the greatest honor of his career. He is their misinformer of the year. And I think Rayyvana, that he put in the hours and he worked for it. I think that while he has been given a lot in his career that he didn't deserve, i.e. everything, I think this was well deserved.
Oh, absolutely. He ran a really fantastic campaign leading up to winning this award. I can't think of anyone who deserves it more than he does. I do just want to say the one thing that always sticks out to me about like Tucker Carlson and other conservative pundits is when they say things like the breasts of healthy children. That just creeps me out. Like they'll try to call, queer people like me groomers or pedophiles without any evidence. And then they'll like fetishize children's chests. They're just so disgusting. He's just such a disgusting pig.
Yeah, 100%. They love, look, I don't know about any of these individual guys. I don't know if it's just political convenience. I don't know what Matt Walsh thinks about the fact that every single show that he does, he has to attack the trans community for an hour. But they do talk a lot about kids' genitals. Like it's pretty much constant at this point. I'm not saying that means anything. I'm not saying that the FBI should take their hard drive or whatever. I'm just saying it's noteworthy. As Tucker Carlson would say, why isn't anyone talking about this? You're not even allowed to ask questions about what they're Googling. I'm just saying it's probably weird. Best case scenario, it's weird. Anyway, not everything could be fit into that little clip. So I want to remind you that while he lied about all the things they talked about there were a lot of lies. There was constant lies about the war in Ukraine, defense of what Russia was doing, defense of the war crimes, about vaccination, about immigration, about the Great Replacement Theory, about January 6th, about whether white supremacy even exists as a thing. Lies about women in the military, women in general, about men's sperm levels and levels of testosterone, about the government of Hungary and what ideology it actually is following, about green M&Ms, about Paul Pelosi's being attacked, about just pick a thing, and he was lying about it. And he has been rewarded more than almost anyone else in media. Endless new shows and new opportunities and more and more and more money for never doing anything but misinforming and leading to more division and hate in our country. So anyway, thank you Media Matters for that mashup. Very well done.
Check out the Damage Report podcast each day, wherever you get your podcasts, whether Pocket Casts or Stitcher or iTunes. You can join me as I give you the news and stories you want, with a range of co-hosts and interview guests jumping in on the fun each day. Again, that's the Damage Report, wherever you get your podcasts. And if you get them at iTunes, don't forget to rate and review. Sometimes I'll read them live on the show.